Howdy gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Together We Design, a video series all about graphic design created by designers for designers. I'm your host Anarchy, and on today's short little episode, we're going to be talking about balance. We're going to be talking about what balance is, as well as how to find balance in your art. Without further ado, let's get on with the rest of the video. So what is balance as it refers to art? Balance refers to the overall distribution of visual weight in a composition. Well, you might be wondering what the heck visual weight is. Visual weight in an image is defined as the visual force that appears due to the contrast of light among the visual elements that compound it. That might have also sounded like gibberish. So, in simpler terms as I take it, visual weight is how heavy something might feel in an art piece without having actual physical weight. This is due to perhaps the colors, the shape, the size, the texture, or the position in the piece. This is something that you will observe or something that you might feel. It's not so much calculated or anything like that as you would with physical weight. Something that is well balanced will be pleasing to look at. You feel me? It's very simple to grasp. Now there are three kinds of visual balance, and these are symmetric, asymmetric, and radial. Symmetric balance is, as you would think it is, it's art in which both sides of the piece are symmetric and they have balance. This gives us a sense of stability or sense of order. Similarly, radial balance is symmetry that occurs in a bunch of different directions, not just down the middle like symmetric balance would, but because all of the different directions are symmetrical with radial balance, it gives us, once again, that sense of stability, that sense of order. The last one is asymmetrical balance, and that's something that I think a lot of graphic designers utilize more often than not, because asymmetrical balance is when different sides of a piece have different things on them, not the exact same things, but it still feels balanced due to similar visual weights. This allows for a lot of variety, as we talked about in our last episode, because while the elements are different, things still feel orderly due to the balance, and it makes things look comfortable. The next thing we're going to talk about is how you can create balance in your art pieces. The main thing I'm going to talk about is asymmetrical balance, just because that is the kind of balance I have the most experience with, as well as I think the other kinds, symmetrical and radial, are very self-explanatory. But the general rule I would follow to whether or not something is balanced or not is to just look at it. Seriously. If the piece you're looking at is not pleasing to look at in some kind of way, or something feels off about it but you can't just place it, I would say the first thing you check is balance. Oftentimes for me, when I'm working on Triumph stuff, this might be text or other elements like brushstrokes or cutouts having weird spacing between each other, so I would take that as you will. But honestly, I think personally balance will always be something that's dependent on what it is you're doing, especially for asymmetrical pieces, because there's not really a rule, since that's technically the point of asymmetrical balance. There's different elements in different places, but as I said earlier, it's just something that you're going to need to observe, something you need to feel, and as you create more, your sense for visual balance will strengthen and you'll be able to observe it more. Anyway, that's going to be it for our short little episode of Together We Design. I hope you learned something new, because I definitely did. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any of our other fun and exciting Triumph content, as well as our next episode of Together We Design, as I have a little treat for you guys for the 10th episode. This has been Anarchy. Thank you, and goodbye. My nose is itching again. Oh my gosh, I hate it here. I hate it here.